High school juniors, make your plans to join us on September the 19th for Junior Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Voted the #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country, come see what all ICC has to offer you. Learn more and register at iccms.edu/junior preview. Everyone attending Junior Preview Day will get free admission to the football game against Kahoma on Military Appreciation Night. Past and present members of the military and their families get free admission to the game and are invited to participate in a special halftime presentation. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
You live life on your own terms. You won't be told what you can't do, and we're here to back you. From the boardroom to the big stage, Renaissance Bank supports women striving for success. Because greatness isn't held to anyone's expectations, except yours. So if anyone says you can't, prove them wrong. Rise with Renaissance, supporting women in the communities they influence every day.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of the ICC Hour presented by Renaissance Bank right here on Super Talk, Mississippi. I'm Adam Gore, the Sports Information Director and Director of Media Relations here at Itawamba Community College. Hope everybody had a good Labor Day holiday. Got to watch some college football, maybe relax, spend a little time with family and friends, and just kind of gets reset for another week here. So it's going to be another big, busy week at ICC. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's coming up at ICC, being brought to you by our friends at Little Caesars. Hey, folks, in Itawamba County, don't forget the quickest pizza in Itawamba County just got faster thanks to our friends at Little Caesars right here in Fulton. You can download the app, order your pizza, set up your profile. You can do everything. Order your pizza, pay for it from your phone, get your QR code or your code, punch it in the new pizza portal, get it and walk out without any issues. So let's take a look at what's coming up at ICC this week, and I tell you what, it is another busy week here in Fulton, Tupelo, and over at the Belden Center. So on September the 3rd, which is today, the SGA representative campaigning begins. ICC students, don't forget to vote for your SGA representative on September the 10th through 11th through the My Tribe. You can follow at Get Involved ICC on Instagram for updates on that. Also today, MSU recruiters will be on the Fulton campus outside the cafeteria, which is located in the David C. Cole Student Services Building, just right after the show from 10 to 1 p.m. Then you get to, over on the Tupelo campus, meet your SGA officers. That's from 12:10 to 1 p.m. on the Tupelo campus. That's the hallway by the cafeteria there. Also later today, we've got soccer coming your way as ICC plays host to Hines. The Lady Indians, they'll go at 2 o'clock. The men will follow at 4 o'clock. You can watch those matches on letsgoicctv.com/red. That's letsgoicctv.com/red. I'm just going to put it out there. That's weather pending because we're going to be outdoors, so sometimes Mother Nature just don't want us to do it if there's a chance of rain. Tomorrow, homecoming court campaigning begins. ICC students, don't forget to vote for your homecoming court election, once again via My Tribe. The homecoming queen elections will be September the 10th and 11th, and the freshman-sophomore maid elections are September the 17th and 18th. And again, at Get Involved ICC on Instagram for more information. On September the 5th, which is Thursday, there'll be a Student Leadership Summit at Camp Lake Stevens in Oxford. The Student Leadership Summit is a unique 2-day program for ICC sophomores who serve as an officer for a student organization or are involved in leadership organizations. Participants will have the opportunity to develop their personal leadership skills, understand the importance of servant leadership, interact with fellow student leaders, and engage with guest speakers and participate in group activities. Also Thursday, there'll be a computer club meeting on the Fulton campus in the Tech Ed building in room 209. That'll be from 12:10 to 12:35 p.m. Then we'll be right back here on Super Talk Mississippi as well as letsgoicctv.com, the Red Channel, for football at East Central. The Davis Ford pregame show will come your way at 6 o'clock, and the First American National Bank opening kick will come your way at 6:30. The Indians, man, they dropped a heartbreaker against Pearl River last week as Pearl River scored in the final 16 seconds to get that come-from-behind win, much like the ICC did at Pearl River last year. So a little bit of revenge there from Pearl River. On Friday, there'll be a PTK Leadership Conference down in Natchez, Mississippi. And then we'll also have soccer once again against East Central. So it'll be back-to-back days against East Central. Again, the women will go at 2 o'clock. The men will follow at 4 o'clock. Weather pending, those matches will be available on letsgoicctv.com, the red channel. Also, September the 7th, which is a Saturday, there'll be a continuing education ACT prep class going on at the Belden Center from 8:30 to 3:30. In this ACT exam prep class, instructors use 3 intensive classroom review methods in English, reading, science, reasoning, and math that focus on strategies for improving test day performances and scores. Now, those methods include a review of all concepts tested, tips for overcoming test anxiety, and guides for studying smart. Now, don't forget, students must bring their books to all sessions. And that is going to be on Saturday from 8:30 to 3:30. That cost is $50. Visit iccms.edu for more information again on September the 7th. That's an ACT prep class at the Belden Center. Let's go ahead and look at a few things coming up on Monday since this show runs on a Tuesday. The Ole Miss Oxford recruiters will visit the Fulton campus. Again, they'll be outside the cafeteria in the Student Service Building from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And this one, man, they've talked me into participating, so this couldn't be good. The intramural softball tournament, it's going to start on September the 9th. It ends September the 11th. It'll be held at the Fulton City Park. So this might be my last broadcast of the ICC Hour, depending on how I survive the softball tournament I somehow got roped into on that one. And then also on Monday, the Voice of ICC auditions will be held at the Fine Arts Auditorium on the Fulton campus from 2 to 4 p.m. The Voice of ICC is a 3-week singing competition hosted by Student Activities and the Fulton Student Government Association. Auditions will be September the 9th and 10th from 2 to 4 p.m. and September the 11th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Fine Arts Auditorium. Performance nights for The Voice will be September the 17th and 24th and October the 1st. You can follow at Get Involved ICC on Instagram for updates and more information. So that's going to do it for what's coming up at ICC, being presented by Little Caesars. We've got a full show coming your way today. We're going to take a look back at a couple of interviews with Michael Holloway talking about the upcoming Junior Preview Day, as well as talk with Dr. Allen about the honors from Wallet Hub that ICC received last week. And then Lauren Heath, a new correspondent for the ICC Hour. She'll talk with Jesse Stevenson and a few other interviews about the last week's Communication Chiefs meeting and a lot more here on the ICC Hour. We'll be back with more right after this on the ICC Hour presented by Renaissance Bank.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
High school juniors, make your plans to join us on September the 19th for Junior Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Voted the #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country, come see what all ICC has to offer you. Learn more and register at iccms.edu/Junior Preview. Everyone attending Junior Preview Day will get free admission to the football game against Kahoma on Military Appreciation Night. Past and present members of the military and their families get free admission to the game and are invited to participate in a special halftime presentation. Itawamba Community College, the best start here. And welcome back to the ICC Hour presented by Renaissance Bank. Renaissance Bank, understanding you, renaissancebank.com, the best bank in the South. All you got to do is go by and see any outlet of Renaissance Bank and you'll understand why they get that name for them there. But now we're going to step inside the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi Spotlight, talk with Michael Holloway. Michael, big event coming up in September, just a few weeks away. Tell us about the Junior Preview Day.
Junior Preview Day is an event that it's in its 4th year. We're very excited for this time of year because it's a time we get to kind of showcase ICC to the area's juniors. And we have approximately 500 juniors who have attended in these past events, and we're looking to have another big crowd this year.
Awesome. Now this year's event going to be even bigger and better. I know you guys have been putting in a whole lot of hard work into it and getting the word out, and hopefully some of our viewers and listeners right now can also make their plans to participate. So just go ahead and tell us about the day and the event and everything that will be going on.
Okay, great. That's going to be Thursday, September 19th at 3 o'clock. This will be hosted on our Fulton campus in the Davis Event Center. You can sign up for that now online, so sign up is taking place. Those registrations have been coming through. We started that sign up at the beginning of the month, and we'll run that until September 17th. So you can sign up online there. The day is going to be a fun-filled event. We'll get started at 3 o'clock. That'll be check-in. We'll have the ICC All-American Band and cheerleaders there providing a little entertainment. Yep. And we'll have a welcome from administration, and then the fun part. All attendees will get to see what all ICC has to offer. We'll have all of our academic and CTE, which is Career Technical Education, and our health science programs represented there, so they'll get to meet with instructors from areas that they may be interested in. And then we'll also have all of our activities and clubs represented. One looking forward to, we're going to have in our computer science division a virtual reality awesome. Simulator there that people get to check out while they're there. So
it's a fun day. That's the key to. A lot of people are thinking, it's just going to be a boring day, drag through the day, but it's very interactive. Of course, the faculty and staff at ICC, they're great. They love to interact with people, get them fired up about what they do. So just for maybe some parents that are listening or watching right now, why is this day important?
So the reason we came up with Junior Preview Day is because, one, dual credit has become a big thing in Mississippi. So students are graduating high school with more and more college hours. And so we want to step back from just focusing on high school seniors, because traditionally that's what you think about. Senior year is a time for you to plan for college. Well, these students are kind of becoming more ahead of the game, so to speak, as juniors. So we want to reach back, grab those juniors, let them see, what is offered at the college, and also housing.
Yeah,
that's one thing.
That's really big.
We have at ICC is more students need housing than we have dorm rooms available. So we actually encourage juniors to go ahead and get that dorm application in. So it's a chance to kind of let them know about that as well.
All right, so that was from the parent and student perspective. Like, if I were a junior right now, what do I need to bring, or what do I need to do and be prepared for on this day?
Okay, the one thing that you would need to do is sign up, bring a friend, bring a family member, and just be prepared to take it all in, because we're literally going to roll out the red carpet for you. We're going to have, like I said, everything on display for all the academic programs, career technical programs. You'll get to see and hear from faculty who work in that day to day, our experts. So you'll get to see all of that. We're also going to have a campus tour.
Okay.
So you'll get to walk around and tour campus, see the buildings, facilities, classrooms, students, and then we'll feed you dinner at the end of the event, and then everyone will get a free pass to go in to see the ICC Indians take on Kahoma in a football game at 6:30 that night. So you get the whole experience.
That's what I was going to say. So in reality, you're a college student without having to go to class, basically. So you do get to see everything but going to class, what it would feel like being an ICC student.
And we will not give you an exam at the end of the event. So.
Perfect. Okay, the website. What is that website?
All right, it's iccms.edu/junior preview day. Junior preview, sorry.
Yeah.
On the website, we do have a big banner advertising the event. If you click that, that'll take you to our site. And just sign up there. We just need your name, how many are attending, and that's all.
All right, so talk about your other role here at the college. What else do you do?
All right, so I'm coordinator of student recruiting and advisor here on the ICC Tupelo campus. I've been with ICC for 8 years, all in a recruiting, advising capacity. And so I get to help students, prospective students, come see what ICC is about and how ICC can help fulfill their needs and move them along in their educational journey. But then also once they get here, I get to help them with academic advising and things like that. I'm heavily involved in Indian Delegation, which is our student recruiting organization. And so it's just great to see them from forming that relationship at the high school when they're there, seeing them become students here and working with them through Indian Delegation and advising, and then the great things that they do after they leave ICC.
I know that's got to be a really rewarding part of your job, just basically see them from the beginning where they're like a nervous student, just getting in college, and then celebrating their victories where they graduate college. For you, that's got to be really rewarding side of your job.
When you say you hit the nail on the head when you say graduation or graduating. That's my favorite event as an employee at ICC, because you get to see that joy and sense of accomplishment on their faces, the joy and sense of pride in their parents when they hear their names called and they walk across that stage. It's just kind of like a completion and job well done.
Absolutely. We're talking with Michael Holloway here, part of the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi ICC Spotlight on the ICC Hour presented by Renaissance Bank. Let's go back one more time before I let you go, and let's recap where they could sign up, and just kind of an overview of Junior Preview Day.
All right, going to be a big event. Junior Preview Day is Thursday, September 19th at 3 p.m. at the Davis Event Center at ICC Fulton campus. You can sign up at iccms.edu/junior preview. We get started at 3 o'clock. We will have a full itinerary of events. It'll be a great time. And you can end it that evening at 6:30 with a football game, free admission to that. So we'd love to have everyone come out and take part in this awesome event.
And then sign up and become a new member of the ICC family. So, Michael, appreciate you taking time out of your day to talk to us. Once again, visit iccms.edu/junior preview for more information. High school juniors, make your plans to join us on September the 19th for Junior Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Voted the #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country, come see what all ICC has to offer you. Learn more and register at iccms.edu/junior preview. Everyone attending Junior Preview Day will get free admission to the football game against Coahoma on Military Appreciation Night. Past and present members of the military and their families get free admission to the game and are invited to participate in a special halftime presentation. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
At Renaissance Bank, we understand your company deserves individualized attention that will support your company's goals. Whether you're looking to finance or lease equipment, we offer flexible options to help you secure capital for your assets. Whether you're a transportation company looking to expand your fleet, a telecommunications company upgrading your capabilities, or anything in between, we can help you. We offer finance agreements or capital leases, tax leases, and track leases, as well as tax-free financing for municipalities and 501c3s. We've been providing financial services to businesses like yours for over a century. So let us show you how Renaissance Bank's equipment financing and leasing can benefit your company. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Car Hop Classic for just $2.99 is the perfect 1-2 punch of flavor and value.
Time that!
You need a trainer to help you eat the burger?
Hey, Stay out of this.
Don't get in my head, man. There's barely room for me in there.
Hurry in and try Quarter-Pound Double Cheeseburger or 6-inch Philly Plus Tots for $2.99.
My mom never let me eat this much cookie dough.
What would she say if she saw you eating this big scoop cookie dough blast?
I don't know. Why ask her?
Don't tell your father.
Oh, naughty, naughty.
Hurry in and scoop up our new cookie dough treats. Try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
And welcome back to the ICC Hour presented by Renaissance Bank right here on Super Talk Mississippi. We do want to thank those that might be watching on our Facebook stream or maybe even watching a little bit later on here on YouTube. Now, we're going to revisit an interview I had last week with Dr. Jay Allen, the president here at Itawamba Community College, as he's going to talk about the big announcement from Wallet Hub, where ICC was ranked the best community college in the state of Mississippi, 25th best in the country. So a big honor there from Wallet Hub, telling us what we already know. ICC, the best choice for you, and obviously now the best choice in the state of Mississippi if you're looking to continue your education on the community college level. So let's go to that interview now with Dr. Allen. Dr. Allen, big news this week. I'll go ahead and let you just kind of roll this out for our listeners and viewers here.
Well, it's a tremendous day, really, tremendous week for the college and the communities we serve, Adam, and we're so excited. Wallet Hub has named us as the #1 community college in Mississippi, #1 best community college in Mississippi, as well as number 25 in the nation. Tremendous recognition for the college, so proud. We couldn't do this without great faculty and staff and our students as well, and we're so proud of what they're able to accomplish.
All right, so this is not the first time Wallet Hub has recognized ICC for our greatness. I'm going to be bold enough to say greatness, but kind of go over and touch, what this necessarily covers, what it was based on, and things like that.
Wallet Hub looked at 710 community colleges that are members of the American Association of Community Colleges. There's actually 1,200 members, but they looked at 710 based on data limitations is what they used. And so there's really over 1,200 community colleges in the country that serve 12 million plus students. So a large part of our country. They went through that, looked at a number of data points, and they came out with a measuring stick. And what was so great is that we were able to rise to #1 in Mississippi, but number 25 in the nation's even better. So proud of that. They also pointed out that community colleges are a tremendous way for people to gain that education and not create a financial strain for the future for themselves. Absolutely. And we say all the time, we offer a tremendous collegiate experience at a price point that is just unbelievable.
Absolutely. And what does this mean for the college? I know, a lot of people may see it and be like, it's just, but this is a big deal.
It is a big deal. And, you always look at the polls and how they calculate those numbers. And we may be #1 in this poll, #3 in that poll, depending on what data they were using and what they're interested in looking at. What's really great in this scenario is it's that validation of the hard work that our employees put in every day. Our faculty and staff, our student support areas that are working every day to make our students more successful is paying off. And that's being recognized. We've talked before recently about our graduation rate hitting an all-time high for us, how we surpassed both the state and the regional average. We look at how we're producing more graduates at the university than any other community college in the state, and how they're doing so at a higher GPA than even the students that started at the university. That doesn't happen by mistake. It happens through hard work in the classroom with our students, but also our faculty that guide them along that path and that work with them outside of the classroom to guarantee success. We have to have rigor all the way along, but we also have to have the proper support to help our students achieve the rigorous curriculum that we're putting them in.
So I guess you can say the slogan of the college, the best start here.
No doubt.
Now has plenty of backup to prove that to be true.
No doubt. The best do start here. I'm so proud of what we're doing. Not just in that classroom, but in our student activities area, creating that true collegiate environment for our students, all of the performing art opportunities, the band, 250 plus member marching band. There's so many ways for students to excel and find their niche engagement point at our institution. It could be on our bass fishing club that competes nationally. It could be in any of our 11 varsity athletic programs with the addition of volleyball. So many ways for students to plug in. Our archery club sport team that's coming online this fall. so many ways to plug in and to find their way to be successful. But what we want it to be is always in the classroom as well as all of those other opportunities. We're so proud of what they're doing.
Now, one thing I know for you, and you and I share this trait, number 1, it's good. 25 is good, can be better.
Can be better, no doubt about it. You know, I say all the time, we should be working to get a little better every day. It's those minor improvements that lead to major gains. And that's something we have to shoot for every day, is a little bit better. We can always find another student to make successful. We can always find another way to help a student have that educational gain they need. I'm so excited to see what our students are doing, not only right here, but when they transfer, and when they get that degree and they're looking for a professional program of study, that they're getting in those degree programs, med school and the like. So excited to see what our students are doing.
And again, that was Dr. Allen talking about the honors from Wallet Hub, ranking ICC the best community college in the state of Mississippi and the 25th best in the country. Now, last week we had a communications chiefs meeting and also had a student step up and said that she wanted to help out with the show. Lauren Heath, who is a student here at ICC, involved in a lot of things. She is the ICC BSU president. She came to me last week and was like, "Hey, Mr. Adam," and I told her, I was like, no, you can call me Gore, but she was like, "Mr. Adam, I want to help out with the show. I want to do some interviews." So I told her to come by one day if she thought she had an idea for an interview or two. And to be honest, I've had some other students come by and say they wanted to do some stuff and never show up. Lauren showed up the next day and was like, "Hey, I've got an idea for a couple of interviews I want to do if it's cool with you." And I gave her a camera and cut her loose. So we're going to go to that first of 2 interviews. The first interview is going to be with the Communications Chiefs Director, also an instructor here at ICC, Jesse Stevenson. Then we'll take a break and come back with that guest speaker, who was Miss Brandy White, who is the administrative assistant to the president here at the college. We'll also have on our Facebook page, the Itawamba Community College Facebook page, the class or the meeting that you'll hear them reference here. So if you want to go back and kind of watch some additional footage that coincides with these interviews, you can do so after the show. So yeah, let's go to those interviews now from Ms. Lauren Heath with Jesse Stevenson, and then when we go to a break, we'll come back with Brandy White here on the ICC Hour presented by Renaissance Bank.
Okay, Ms. Stevenson, so tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm Jessie Stevenson. I am an instructor here at ICC. Fulton campus is really my home campus, although I have taught on both the Tupelo and the Fulton campus in my time at ICC. I think I'm working on year 14 as a public speaking instructor, so communication has always been my passion, and that's what really inspired the creation of the Communication Chiefs Club for students who have an interest in communication kind of minded majors.
So what kind of opportunities do Communication Chiefs offer students?
We try to come together about once a month, and though it's open to the entire student body and to all campuses, we do meet on the Fulton campus. The last Tuesday of every month is usually the plan, unless otherwise announced. And though it targets communication majors, we try to encourage students who don't have a major to come to Communication Chiefs meetings, because it's a good way to hear about a major that they might not even know about, that they might be interested in. We try to pull in a career professional every month so the kids can actually hear from someone who's working out in the field of communication. We've had speakers from all over the north part of the state come and speak to us about kind of their road that they traveled in college, determining their major, transferring beyond the walls of ICC, and then getting out there and getting those first jobs all the way to their dream job that they're maybe working now.
Awesome. So if you had one tip you could give to a student who has no idea what they want to do yet coming into ICC, what would you say?
Well, I tell my students in the classroom every single semester that they really just shouldn't stress about it. To ask an 18-year-old, a 19-year-old, a 45-year-old non-traditional student, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to do with the rest of your life? And to expect us sometimes to know that, I think, is an unrealistic question. I always tell my students that life has a way of figuring that out for you when you least expect it. I know that's what happened to me. When I came to college as a freshman at ICC many years ago, I thought I was going to be a lawyer. It didn't take long for me to realize that that was not life's calling for me. I went to classes at ICC and I found my strengths and I also found my limitations. I think it's important to know your weaknesses and be kind of big enough to admit those weaknesses. You don't want to work a job or find a career where you're going to have to deal with those limitations for the rest of your life. You want to be able to thrive as an employee one day. So you've got to really think about the classes that you're in. What do you enjoy? And then start looking around at how you can put those skills from those classes into the practical workforce. And that's what I did. I loved communication. I loved public speaking as a student here. And that's what kind of moved me towards a communication major as a transfer student to Mississippi State. I worked in the communication field for a little while before I found kind of an unconventional path back to the classroom as a communication instructor. But I wouldn't take anything for that unconventional path because having that communication background and teaching the subjects that I teach every single day at the college, I really get to put that to good use. And I think if I had went a different route, I wouldn't be the instructor that I am today. So students should relax and go through the motions, go through the classes, find their strengths, and really try to capitalize on their interests and their passions.
High school juniors, make your plans to join us on September the 19th for Junior Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Voted the #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country, come see what all ICC has to offer you. Learn more and register at iccms.edu/Junior Preview. Everyone attending Junior Preview Day will get free admission to the football game against Kahoma on Military Appreciation Night. Past and present members of the military and their families get free admission to the game and are invited to participate in a special halftime presentation. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
Student involvement is a top priority here at Itawamba Community College.
If you want to be involved with student government, then the Student Government Association is the place for you.
If you have a stellar GPA, then Phi Theta Kappa is for you.
If you're interested in the diverse culture of our campus population, then the Diversity Club is for you.
If you're interested in leadership and service, then Indian Delegation is for you.
If you're majoring in computer programming or computer networking, then CPNA, the Computer Programming Networking Association, is for you.
If you're interested in good conversations and free lunch on Thursdays, then the Wesley Foundation is for you.
Our health science programs also have specific organizations for those majors.
Student Activities is excited to bring you new opportunities here at the ICC Tupelo campus.
Whatever your passion may be, we have a place for you.
This video is brought to you by Phi Theta Kappa, Beta Chi Sigma, Tupelo campus.
This is Lauren Hay coming from the President's Office to introduce you to one of our new faces here on the Fulton campus.
Hey, I am Brandy White. I'm the administrative assistant to the president, Dr. Jay Allen. I've been on Fulton campus since the beginning of July, so getting acclimated good around campus. I'm an ICC alumni. I was here 2009, 2010, 2011. And then I went on to Mississippi State University where I majored in communications. My husband and I live in Tupelo with our 11-month-old son, Davis. And so, yeah, we're having a great time here at ICC.
Awesome. We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
So, Miss Brandy, tell us a little bit about what you spoke to the communication chiefs about this past Tuesday.
Okay. It was so much fun to speak with the communication chiefs and just really exciting to see communication majors declaring so early, and even if, or just showing an interest in the degree of communication. I think that it can benefits so many people in so many different majors, no matter what your major is. Being able to communicate effectively is always important. And so I really just spoke to them about where communications has taken me on my journey and, how I found communication. When I left Itawamba Community College, I was majoring in speech pathology. And so I definitely did a 180 and I realized that speech pathology was not for me and that's not what I wanted to do. And, I really just did a lot of soul searching and asked people around me, what am I good at? What do you see me doing? Because sometimes other people can see what you're good at before you can. And so, a lot of people are like communication, public relations, and I'd never even heard of that. And so for me, I always knew that I wanted to go to Mississippi State. I was a Bulldog at heart. And so I'd been raised a Bulldog fan. And I knew that being in Starkville and, I felt so at home at ICC. And just like that, I felt that way in Starkville too. And so went on to Mississippi State and actually did an extra year to, because I basically didn't have to start over, but topped on top of my ICC credits, I had to get a few extra ones for my communication degree. And, it's amazing when you find really what you're supposed to be doing, how you can thrive. And it's like going to class was not work for me. Like college algebra was work for me. But, being in that principles to public relations class and news writing and, I took a photography class and just all of these different things that I have built on over my career and, just gave me a wonderful base to go on. And, after I left Mississippi State, after I graduated from there, I moved to Memphis and I worked for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. I was a brand ambassador there. And so part of my job there was to deliver a branded message on hospital tours. And so I highly recommend going on a St. Jude tour if you've never been on one. But, just bringing that place to life and really showing people, how special it is and being able to effectively communicate that branded message. And then after St. Jude, I went on to work for Intercom Radio. And so that was in Memphis as well. We had 4 radio stations. We had a sports station. We had a kind of classic rock station. Then we had, I called it the Cool Soccer Mom station, but it was like, top hits that you can listen to while your kids are in the car. And then we had the country station as well. And so, that's 4 different brands that I got to, firsthand. I met the Grizzlies players and I met, Garth Brooks, and I got to go to the CMA Awards. And in working in radio, I got to be on the radio, and I never dreamed, like people go to school to be on the radio, but I had never even dreamed about being on the radio, but that was just an opportunity that they were like, hey, do you want to try this? And I was like, absolutely, and so just, again, going back to that communication degree and just being able to effectively communicate to people and the different channels that you can do that with. Like obviously radio was just one of them. We did email marketing and social media was a big part of my job there, and face-to-face and lots of different avenues that we used. So that was a super fun job. I was there for 3 years and made so many connections, and I met people from all over the United States in that job, and it was just people that I'm still close with, and we were really like a family there, kind of similar to ICC. And so after I worked there for 3 years, I was like, all right, I'm getting a little older. I can't go to concerts 5 nights a week anymore. So decided to make another career change, and I moved back to Tupelo, closer to my family, and started working at Bankrupt South. I was a digital marketing specialist in the marketing department there at the headquarters downtown in Tupelo. And so there, building off of what I'd done at the radio, I social media and email marketing and website and all of those communication tools that again, to deliver that branded message to reach customers and in the best way that's effective to them. And I will say that every job that I have had has led me to this job and this position. And from internships that I did in college all the way to every career that I have had, and my communication degree, I use all that every single day in this position. This position is, I'll talk later about, who you are, who you're created to be, and aligning that with your purpose, and that this job is my sweet spot for sure. And this office is different every single day, and you kind of just, some days it's wide open, some days it's not, and you never know what's going to walk through the door. And again, being able to effectively communicate with whatever situation or opportunity we're faced with, and also I'm the first face and the first voice some people hear or see when coming in contact with the office of the president. So it's very important to remain professional and to always remember, no matter where I am, I'm representing ICC, and to do that in the best light. I always try to remember, people may not remember what you say or what you do, but they will remember how you made them feel. And so I always want to make people feel like ICC is home, and this is where, we are happy to help and happy to serve in any way that we can. And so that's a big part of my job.
Well, that is awesome. And it's wonderful that you feel like that about ICC after being here such a short time as an employee, but you are an alumni. So can you tell me a little bit about how you were involved when you were a student here, and how those involvements and the skills that you learned and pushing you to be a better and stronger leader still help you today?
Absolutely. That's a really good question. I was actually reflecting on my time here at ICC last night, and when I was in high school, I did not want to come to ICC. I was adamant I'm going straight to Mississippi State. That's what I wanted to do, and I had no idea what I wanted to do as a major or a career or anything, but I just knew I did not want to come to ICC. So ended up my parents got divorced my senior year, and my dad was like, I really want you to stay closer to home and go to ICC. And I was like, fine. So unwillingly, I decided to come to ICC. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to college. I'm just going to make the most of it. So I literally threw myself into everything that I possibly could. I did Indian delegation. I did choir. I was the mascot. And I was on Fashion Tribe. And I did all of these activities. And I will say, I'm just so thankful that I came to ICC. I'm some of my best friends to this day, I'm still friends with because I met them here at ICC. And just, ICC is a wonderful place, for any person, fresh out of high school, or, single mom looking to go back to school, or anyone, someone who thinks that college is not for them. We have a place for them too. And so there's really something for everyone here. And just the way that our instructors care, and, our student club sponsors, and Dr. Allen, he cares so much. And just when you step into this environment, it's just a different feeling, And so I will say that being involved in campus life not only enhanced my college experience, but it's just woven me to be who I am, and like I said, I met so many different people and just maximized my experience. But that also, I just enjoy, social activities and things like that, and that's just who I am at my core. And I would, for someone who is thinking about getting involved, I would say, just do it. You can always quit if you don't like it, but I don't think you're not going to like being involved. And if there's not something for you, then make it up. There's so much support here, and we want a place for everyone, and so you can make your college experience what you want it to be. Find your fit. And so, you're not the only one. There's someone else like you out there, that's interested in something that you're interested in, and there's a teacher or academic advisor that is definitely willing to support you in that. So,
most definitely. So on Tuesday in the Communication Chiefs meeting, you spoke about the book here on your desk called The Proximity Principle. Can you tell us a little more about that?
So I highly recommend this book. It's The Proximity Principle by Ken Coleman. He has a podcast and he has a website too. And I would suggest this book to a high school senior, a college student that doesn't know what they want to be what they want their major to be yet, or someone, they're 40 years old and they don't love their job every day. And so this book is really about how to find the career that you love, and really, like I spoke to previously, you were created to be somebody. I enjoy talking to people, and other people don't enjoy talking to people, but I enjoy being organized, and I enjoy just different things that make me up who I am. And so aligning that with my purpose and passion, and just finding your sweet spot, and really just turning that into a job. And once you decide what that is, how to get that job. And really, the proximity principle is all about putting yourself around other people that are not only going to encourage you to succeed and thrive and to be your best, but also how to gain as much knowledge from those people as you can and send yourself on to succeed. And so just really, here every morning I wake up and I say I get to go to work at ICC. And I have been in past jobs where I did not necessarily enjoy as much getting up to go to that. It was work. And so I encourage everyone to there's a job out there for you that you will enjoy getting to go to every day and say, I can't believe I get paid to do this. And so I highly suggest this book. I read this book before I came to work here. There were a lot of people that applied for my job, and I really do think that the knowledge of this book, my past career jobs, and my communication degree all made me the perfect fit for this job. And I hope that Dr. Allen would say that too.
I imagine that he would. That's why I really do imagine that he would. And so we're getting settled into the school year, and it's about a month into school. Tests are starting, homework's getting more serious. If you give one tip to students about how to keep their groove going and to not get burnt out as assignments come each day, what would you say?
I would say remember why you're here, and also begin with the end in mind. That's always some good advice I like to give. You're here for a purpose, and maximize your time while you are here. Obviously the end goal is to get to a degree or to get that job that you love, and there are lots of steps to get to that spot. It's not just going to happen overnight, but definitely surrounding yourself with great people, getting involved on campus, and the classes. Sometimes you're like, oh, why do I have to take college algebra or whatever? Get past that, and like I said, once you get in your major classes, it'll just it's like not going to school. It's just you enjoy it and you love it, and that's, hey, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And so getting that much closer to that end goal and that career. But also, my big thing is just say yes to things. You may like an internship, you may not like it, you may like it, but if you don't like it, you're one step closer to finding out what you do like. And so always say yes to different opportunities to learn. And there are some things, in my career path, I may not have enjoyed that as much, but I learned something from it. If nothing else, that I didn't like that. And so definitely encouraged, get out of your comfort zone and just try new things. You never know.
Thank you so much for that encouragement. How about one last big Roll Tribe for the Indians?
Roll Tribe!
High school juniors, make your plans to join us on September the 19th for Junior Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Voted the #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country, come see what all ICC has to offer you. Learn more and register at iccms.edu/junior preview. Everyone attending Junior Preview Day will get free admission to the football game against Kahoma on Military Appreciation Night. Past and present members of the military and their families get free admission to the game and are invited to participate in a special halftime presentation. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Zelle is the new way to move money, and it's already included inside your Renaissance Bank mobile app. No additional downloads, no additional signups. Whether you're paying a friend back for pizza or chipping in for gas, Zelle lets you send money quickly to almost anyone in your contacts. Here's how it works. Open the Renaissance app, log in, and tap the blue button with the white plus sign on it, and select Zelle. Choose Send, Request, or Split. Pick who you want to exchange money with, either from your contacts or by entering a phone number or email. Choose the account you want to pay with and select an amount. Review and confirm. To stay organized, you can even include a short description of what each payment is for. That's it. Your money is on the move. Most payments take place in just minutes. No need to download another app. It all happens inside here. Balance the bill, split the check, and pay your way with Zelle. To learn more about Zelle, visit RenaissanceBank.com or download the Renaissance Bank mobile app to start using Zelle today. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC.
Get a Little Caesars large, extra most bestest stuffed crust pizza, topped with pepperoni and cheese, and stuffed with over 3 feet of cheese in the crust. That's right, we stuffed cheese into the crust of the pizza with extra cheese and the most pepperoni, all at the nation's best price of just $9. Try our convenient app and Pizza Portal pickup.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Nah, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula. Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done.
Brioche.
Sesame seed.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that.
Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
And that's going to do it for another edition of the ICC Hour. Appreciate everyone that's tuned in today, either on Facebook or right here on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM. I want to say a special thank you to our guest this morning, Michael Holloway, talking about Junior Preview Day coming up on September the 19th. Visit iccms.edu for more information there. Also, Dr. Jay Allen talking about those honors from Wallet Hub. We appreciate Dr. Allen talking to us. And also, Jessie Stevenson, we got to know more about her and the Communications Chief program here. And then Miss Brandy White, who spoke to those class, not really a class, but a program last week as well. And hey, I got to give another shout out to Lauren Heath, who did those 2 interviews. Lauren, again, really appreciate her for coming out and saying, hey, I want to help out with the show. What can I do? And she stepped up and hit a couple of home runs for us this afternoon. Don't forget to follow us on social media at ItawambaCC and at Let's Go ICC for athletic updates. If you missed any of today's show, you can go back and watch them right around 11 o'clock on our YouTube channel. Simply search the ICC Hour. This has been ICC Sports Information Director and Director of Media Relations, Adam Gore. I hope you guys have a blessed week. And as always, Roll Tribe.